Welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. Today we're taking a look at the brand new FH5 Update 7. It includes 9 new cars for us to unlock and customize, some new features for the FH5 Event Lab, some updates to the Horizon Tour, and there's a brand new world update. I'm going to talk about everything in this video, so sit back and relax. This is gonna be a cool one. And as per always, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, because every time a new car gets added into Forza Horizon 5, I'll show you how to unlock it, what they're like to drive, and what customization they have. So if you don't want to miss those videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. So without further ado, let's jump into the FH5 Festival playlist. There are 5 cars that you can unlock completely for free just by doing certain things in the game. Let's start things off with this, the brand new Ferrari Sf90, which you can unlock by getting 80 points in the entire month. The Sf90 is arguably the latest and greatest supercar from Ferrari, and it's finally coming to FH5. Here in Canada, the Ferrari Sf90s are so highly regarded, they actually cost over $1 million here, which is absolutely insane. Some people might say that's a ripoff because it's $1 million for a supercar. Some people might say it's the bargain of a century for what you get, because the SF90 includes a twin-turbo V8, which is already awesome from Ferrari, but it also has 3 electric motors on board. Combined, all of that adds up to nearly 1,000 horsepower, making it one of the fastest Ferraris ever made. 0 to 60 is in 2.5 seconds, and it's faster around a racetrack than a lap Ferrari, which is just insane. The Ferrari SF90 is a super cool car, and I cannot wait to drive this thing around and give it a go. I would imagine it's gonna be scary quick. Moving away from the Ferrari SF90 and into something a little bit more classic, this is the 1962 Ferrari 250 GT Berlinetta, which you can unlock by getting 20 points in the summer season. And if you ask me, this car should have already been in Forza Horizon 5. It's actually been in Forza Motorsport 6 and 7 and Horizon 2, 3, and 4. It's a really cool car, but it should have been in the game already. The same thing can be said for this, the 2014 Ferrari California T, which you can unlock by getting 20 points in the autumn. This thing was also in Forza Motorsport 6 and 7 and Horizon 3 and 4, and again, it should have been in the game from the very start. I think you might also start to see a trend here, because moving away from the California T and over to this is the 1992 Ferrari 512 TR, which you can unlock in the winter by getting 20 points. And yes, if you haven't been able to tell just yet, this month is the month of new Ferraris. Or sorry, I mean new Ferraris. Again, you might recognize the Ferrari 512 TR from some previous Forza games like Forza Motorsport 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. And 7, and Forza Horizon 1, and 3, and 4. Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't in Forza Horizon 2. That's just a weird thing, but it's now in Forza Horizon 5, so there you go. Honestly, though, the Ferrari 512 TR is a fantastic car. It's the replacement, or was the replacement, for the Ferrari Testarossa back in the day, and it has a V12 engine inside of it. Very cool car. And last but not least, though, for the free cars coming to Forza Horizon 5 is this, the 2020 Ferrari F8, which is brand new for Forza. The Ferrari F8 is actually the replacement for the Ferrari 488, and it's actually like the lower, more regular version of the SF90. It's still got that big twin-turbo V8, but it doesn't have all of those electric engines. And because of that, it only has 710 horsepower. It's still a rocket ship, but not as fast as the SF90. Anyways, you can unlock the Ferrari F8 in the spring by getting 20 points, so it should be pretty easy to unlock. I'm excited to drive it and see how it's any different to the SF90. So that's it for the 5 free cars coming to Forza Horizon 5 this month. And if you ask me personally, I really don't like the idea of a Ferrari month. Don't get me wrong, these Ferraris that are coming to the game are fantastic, but if the developers are so inclined to bring back old cars from previous Forza games, there are some way better additions in their older games that we desperately need in Horizon 5 sooner then some Ferraris to make a Ferrari month. Cough, cough, Toyota Prius. Just saying. Anyways, let me know what you guys think of the 5 free cars in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of a Ferrari month altogether and what you would have included instead if you don't like them. Anyways, these next 4 cars are a part of the car pass, which means they're DLC. Starting with this, the 2003 Ford Svt Lightning, and oh boy, do I love this thing. So no, this isn't actually the brand new Ford Lightning, the all-electric F-150. This is actually the original Lightning from back in the day. Before the Ford Raptor was a thing, like in 2010 or whenever it was, Ford made the Svt Lightning in the 90s and in the early 2000s, and they were super, super popular and super good trucks. This particular one actually has a 5.4 liter V8 engine that's supercharged. Unfortunately, they didn't actually have that much power because it was 2003. This one only has 380 horsepower, which at the time was a whole bunch. Today, not so much, but still a super cool truck. And fun fact about the Ford Svt Lightning, all of them were actually made in Canada, so there you go. Moving away from the Svt Lightning and over to this, the 2014 Forsberg Safari Z. For those of you who don't know, Chris Forsberg is a professional drifter, and he goes in and builds special cars, like the stock car NASCAR that we've got in Forza Horizon 5 already, and he also made this for SEMA back in 2020. Essentially, this 370Z is like paying homage to the old 240Z from the 1970s that raced off-road. What's actually really, really cool about this 370Z is it's actually fully legal to compete in like real rally races all across America. However, it's never actually raced in one. It's just gone from like show to show to show and never actually competed in a competitive event. And the reason I think that is because it's slow. Very, very slow. 370Zs have never been super notorious for being super, super fast. And this one, the only performance upgrades that it's actually got for like horsepower is an upgraded exhaust and an air filter. Yeah, that's it. Regardless, it should be super, super fun to mess around with in Forza Horizon 5, and I think it's safe to say we're gonna make it a little bit fast. This particular car actually has a really interesting story behind it, so be on the lookout for that video when it comes out. It will probably surprise you. Moving away from the Safari Z though, and over to this, the 2019 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro. Yes, we finally have the trilogy of Toyota off-roaders. We had the Tundra, we had the 4Runner, and now we've got the Tacoma to round up the lineup. It's looking good. Similarly to the Tundra and the 4Runner, the Tacoma hasn't actually been updated since 1847. Sorry, 2015. Honestly, Toyota's probably okay with that because they're selling more Tacomas today than they ever have before, which is just mind-blowing. And that's probably because they're some of the best bang-for-buck pickup off-roaders that you can actually buy nowadays. They've got an awesome little V6 engine that's basically indestructible, and they're just really cool. And last but not least, for the new cars coming to Forza Horizon 5 is this. The 2008 Dodge Magnum SRT8, which is just a thing. I think this has to be one of the ugliest cool cars ever made. I think that's the best way of putting it. The Dodge Magnum SRT8 might be ugly, but it's certainly not slow, because back in 2008, they actually came with nearly 420 horsepower, which is just memes, a 6.1 liter Hemi V8 engine, and less than 4,000 of them were made, which makes them super, super rare. And I'm not gonna lie, back in 2006, like the first model year of it, the Dodge Magnum was Canada's car of the year. Like, actually, who chose that car? Fast forward to 2008, though, the Dodge Magnum was eventually killed off along with the PT Cruiser and the Chrysler Crossfire. So although we took an L in 2006, we took a massive dub in 2008. Thank you. I mean, I might make fun of it, but it actually looks super, super fun to drive. It might actually be really fast. I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited to give it a go, though. So those are the 9 new cars coming to Forza Horizon 5 this month. Honestly, the car pass is actually looking really good. I'm not super happy about all those Ferraris, but anyways, we've also got some updates to the FH5 event lab. There's some new rules, so you'll now be able to get your gravity and get your torque. These can open up new possibilities in the rules for map makers. There's also some new props coming to the game, like some colorful T-Rexes, some color barrels, and we've got some low and medium power boost pads, which is pretty cool. We've also got a pretty cool addition coming to the Horizon Tour. S2 is now getting added in. So if you thought S1 was a little bit chaotic, S2 is just gonna be a sea of crashes. So there you go. If you like chaos, this update's for you. And last but not least, we've also got the Cinco de Mayo World Update in Forza Horizon 5. All scattered around the map, you've actually got these really, really cool decorations that you can go explore, find them all, take photos with, and so on. There's also some new clothing items and some new car horns to go with the Cinco de Mayo theme, which is pretty cool, actually. And that's it for Forza Horizon 5 this month. I definitely want to jump into S2 class racing later this week and see how crazy some of those races are, and take some photos with some of those Cinco de Mayo decorations. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, subscribe. Be on the lookout for all of those new car videos coming every single Thursday. I'll see you guys then. See you soon. Bye!